Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be having a look at the upcoming Wednesday meeting here in Darwin, which is set down for the 13th of February. It's the first of some 5 Wednesday meetings to be held in the Top End during the months of February, March and April. There'll be 2 Wednesdays in March and another 2 in April to go along with this meeting in February. With Alice Springs ramping up the number of Saturday meetings as the Red Centre Carnival gets ever closer, the Darwin Turf Club is trying the Wednesday fixtures, which are replacing the Friday meetings held last year during this period. Some 36 horses have been entered for this Wednesday's meeting, with a couple of each-way betting affairs and some tricky contests to sort out. The first race gets underway at the late time of 3:45 p.m, and in that event, the Mantra Handicap, my numbers are 2, 3, 7 and 1. Going here with number 2, Desiree on top from the all-conquering Gary Clark stable and Kim Gladwin in the saddle. Really liked the effort of this horse last time out in 0 to 64 grade, finished a good third behind Sprinting to Win. Drops back in grade on Wednesday to the 0 to 58, and I think from barrier 2 and in not the strongest field I've ever seen, I think Desiree will take a power of beating. Got it on top, number 2, ahead of the stablemate number 3, Son of a Fling. Carl Spry takes the mount for Clarkey here. This horse has been racing consistently without winning. His last start for 4th behind Miazza was pretty good. I think he'll race well. In for 3rd, the maiden Quicker Than Slick, Sonia Wiseman for Phil Cole. Didn't mind the way this horse got home the other day behind Amigo Mio. And my 4th selection, number 1, Looking For You. The only question mark for me here is the 1300 metres. 2, 3, 7 and 1 in the first. The second, the NT News Handicap, it's a 0 to 64 event, it's over 1200 metres. My numbers here 1, 5, 4 and 2. I think he could be in for a pretty good day, trainer rider Carl Spry, and I've got his horse on top here, Mavericks, number 1. Really good second behind Delta Dior last time out. That was a fresh run. It hadn't raced for 4 weeks, and I think should be improved by that. The former NT Guineas winner as a 3-year-old. He's a 7-year-old now. He's won 183,000, and he's racing as well as he probably ever has. Carl Spry trains and rides, as we mentioned. I've got him on top to beat number 5, Mason County from the stable of Jason Manning. Vanessa Arnott, as usual, takes the mount. Consistent galloper, this one's won 86,000 now. 5 wins, 7 seconds, 3 thirds. Good third last time out behind Hatton Man, and as I mentioned, very consistent type. In for 3rd, number 4, and that's Lindwall, the stablemate of Mavericks. Matty Hart takes the mount here for trainer Carl Spry. My 4th selection, number 2, Let's Celebrate. Those numbers 1, 5, 4 and 2 in the second. The third's the Alora Gardens Nursery Class 2 Handicap. It's for the 3 and 4-year-olds, and it's over the 1200 metres. I'm going here with 4, 1, 2 and 5. Number 4 on top for me, the resuming Our Great Northern. Hasn't raced since mid-November, but this 3-year-old's got good ability. Jared Todd takes the mount for Phil Cole. His last couple of efforts were good behind Making the Grade and Murphy, and with a bit of a freshen up, I think he'll take a power of beating. Number 4 on top for me, ahead of number 1, Bon Air. Carl Spry again trains and rides. This one is fresh up, hasn't raced since Melbourne Cup Day. He was a winner 2 starts back. He's a pretty consistent type. This 4-year-old was purchased out of the Tried Horse sale in Alice Springs last year by Carl and members of his ownership group, and I think he'll race well. In for 3rd, number 2, Madame Duporth. Good win, deserved win last time out. Paul Denton for Kerry Petrick. Excuse me, probably the only question mark is the 1200 metres. It was 1,000 last time out. And the 1200 probably might just stretch her out, but I've got her in to run 3rd. My 4th selection, number 5, and that is Joker Poker. 4, 1, 2 and 5 in the 3rd. The 4th, the Women in Thoroughbred Racing NT Handicap. It's a 0 to 76, the highest graded race of the day. It's over the 1100 metres. 3, 1, 6 and 4 are my numbers here. He's racing very consistently, number 3, Dark Whirlwind. Jared Todd for Shane Clark. His form is exemplary. 3 wins in a couple of seconds, his last 5 starts. He finished second to Neat Feet, beaten a pimple last time out in the benchmark 76 here on Australia Day, and he only has to reproduce that performance and he'll be winning this. Number 3 on top for me, clearly. Ahead of number 1, Brooklyn. Carl Spry again rides and trains, and this horse finished 5th in the same race behind Neat Feet, but he was fresh up on that occasion. I think he'll derive good improvement from that run, and he's probably the horse that Dark Whirlwind has to beat. In for 3rd, number 6, Sprinting to Win, a good winner. First up on the track for Sean Rains last time out. Barry Huppett's aboard again. That was on the 2nd of February. beating Iron Lotus by a very narrow margin on that occasion. He'll race well again. And my fourth selection, Needy Rocket, David Bates back in the training ranks after a small holiday. My numbers 3, 1, 6 and 4. The last on Wednesday is the Hot 100 handicap. It's over 1,600 metres. Good field here too for the 0 to 64 event. And my numbers here 5, 4, 1 and 6. I'm going here with number 5, Rocherville, to complete a pretty good day for Carl Spry, I think. Carl takes them out and trains Rocherville. He's looking for a hat-trick of wins. He's won his last two, one on Melbourne Cup Day and one on the 2nd of February. Last start was 1,300 metres. A step up to the mile won't worry him. He won at 1,600 metres the previous outing, and I like his chances here from the one gate. Number 5 on top for me, Rocherville. Ahead of the obvious danger, number 4, More Alpha. Jared Todd for Phil Cole, racing very consistently. This former Heather Lehman trained galloper. He was third last time to Marble Duke, second the start before to Loopy Bend, and he's certainly right in this. My third selection, number 1, Look at Him Go. He's won 12 races, Look at Him Go. He only has to put his best foot forward and he'll be competitive. He is a 9-year-old now. Ray Viger takes them out for Chris Pollard. And then for fourth, number 6, and that is Taciturn. Never goes a bad race for Gary Clark, Kim Gladwin aboard. Those numbers 5, 4, 1 and 6 in the last. My best bet in Darwin this Wednesday, race 4, number 3, Dark Whirlwind. Race 4, number 3, Dark Whirlwind. He's certainly racing as well as any horse in the top end at the present time. While my best roughie comes up in the first. I'm going here with number 6, Denoxy, having its second start in Darwin after doing most of its earlier racing in Alice Springs. I didn't mind its first up run, and we've seen horses improve pretty quick off their first up run in the top end. That wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back for our next meeting here in the top end, and that is Saturday the 23rd of February, so Saturday week, so another weekend off for all the good people here at the Turf Club. In the meantime, good luck and good punting.